Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr.
A fool if I take it up again. A smart man if I keep my feet planted to the earth, 'cause the people that
Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. First for the Wizards, Jerry Stackhouse is out there with Jordan, and it's Haywood in at the center filling out the middle. Then there's Charles Oakley, and it's Brown in at the 4. And for the Lakers, Payton is out there with Kobe, and the big guy in the middle, Shaquille O'Neal. Then there's Grant, and it's Malone in at the 4-man position.
In many ways, the Lakers had what would be called the nightmare season in 12-13. Despite that, they protected staples. Playing in front of the Hollywood Stars has always been an energy boost for the Lakers, and they made the most of it even though they struggled away from home.
Clark, as you said, with the Lakers, very good at home last season in what would be one of their very few bright spots on the year. They go 29-12 in Staples Center, which he put them in the top third of the league for home wins.
Well, Kevin, when you come into Staples as a visitor for a Lakers game, there really is a kind of different feel. I mean, if you're the opponent, you look up at all those banners, you look over at all the celebrities on the side, you know, that theater lighting. It's a pretty cool spot, and teams sometimes, I think, can kind of get carried away.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Stackhouse. Kept alive by Washington. Shot clock at 2. And Shaq sends it back. They retain possession.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And you look at the numbers, guys, this team shot a 73% clip over the course of last season.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
Free throw good from Brown.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the Wizards were a volatile team last year. At times they looked really good. Other times they looked terrible. And that happened throughout the season. One place where they consistently looked better than their record was when they played against the Western Conference.
Both good from the line that time. And going back to the Wizards playing against the West for a moment, they were relatively one of the strongest teams, Steve, in the East when playing Western Conference opponents.
Pretty interesting stat, isn't it? 14-16 against the West, which may not sound like much, but hey, that qualified for 5th best record in the East. So it was a team that really started to play well down the stretch and played well against good teams, too.
Lakers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. First one falls for him.
You know, last season, a lot of folks had the Lakers picked as the super team in the West, the team that would maybe challenge Miami and LeBron, but from the start, it just never was a cohesive group and really had one of the most disappointing seasons in the Lakers' history.
So he gets them both. Clark, as you said, the Lakers had a lot of lofty expectations put on them, but you never know what's going to happen when a team is put together. And, Steve, they just couldn't reach that bar that was set so high for them.
Yeah, the expectations were so high, Kevin, but injury issues cost them all season long. Nash, Howard, Powell, and, of course, Kobe with the Achilles at the end of the year. And that unit only started 7 games all season together, so they never really were able to develop any chemistry.
Here's Grant following the basket by Michael Jordan. Payton drives in. Here's Shaq, rejected by Haywood, and he recovers it. Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside Jordan. It's blocked by Shaq. Kobe with it. Bryant off the pick from Malone. And he gets it to go.
Drop that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Now the Wizards with it. Jordan with it. Picked up by Bryant.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now. Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Malone, that's in, coming off an assist by Kobe.
Shaq doing a nice job setting that screen.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Kobe Bryant now at 35 years of age, and you know what impresses me is the way he's adapted his game and remained so effective, even as he's lost a little in the way of explosiveness. He can now beat you on the ground as much as he used to be able to beat you in the air.
Now here's Grant following the miss by Michael Jordan. It's off his foot, and the official saying it was kicked. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Clark, you mentioned Kobe's changes offensive. Plays a lot more, Steve, I think, with his back to the basket.
Well, he's always had great footwork, but he's taken it to the next level. He's so elusive with those pump fakes and the spins. Even with the hand in his face, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to knocking down contested jumpers.
.110 left here in the opening quarter. Lets the three fly, and he gets it to go. Kobe's got 5.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. He's got his A game rolling here tonight. We'll see.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Shaq against Haywood. Outside Oakley. Lock at 6. Jordan kicks to Stackhouse. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Stackhouse has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Lakers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Payton dishes to O'Neal. 26 seconds left to play in the first. That one goes. Count. And Washington has possession. 4-point game. Now Jordan. Outside Oakley. Back to Jordan. He makes the Johnny from the left block. Jordan's got 6 points.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Lakers lead by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score, playing well here, Steve. Losing 12 straight to start the season for the Wizards, just ominous. And through 20 games, the worst start in franchise.
Oh,
Look out.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Back to Payton. The fadeaway. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Jordan.
Unbelievable.
How did he do that?
Is there a dunk contest judge in the house? Because if so, this guy is trying to impress him.
Those kinds of dunks are reputation builders.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, he just gave this crowd their money's worth, that's for sure.
He throw good, Jordan.
Well, let's start with the positive and the Lakers postseason. They did make it. That's all that can be said. Is the dramatic passing of Utah and the Rockets down the stretch to take the 7th seed was really the lone highlight of what would be a quick exit from the playoff swamp.
Grant outside. Back to Bryant. 6 to shoot. And taken away by Brown. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Hey, gentlemen. Well, part of the Lakers' struggles last year was that they were constructed like an all-star team. Coach Mike D'Antoni said, quote, "Have you ever watched an all-star game? It's god-awful because everybody gets the ball, they go one-on-one, and then they play no defense. That's our team. That's us." Having a pecking order with all their big players was something he wanted to instill on their Lakers roster. We'll see if they can do a better job of adhering to that this time around, guys.
Well, that's the rub, isn't it? That's the balancing act, isn't it, Doris? Share the ball, but get it into the hands of your scorers. Pass to Shaq. Payton with a screen on Oakley. Here's a...
That's basketball 101, guys. I mean, elementary. Use the screen to free yourself and then take it straight to the rack.
Yeah, very nice set play for him.
Well, that's using your head and using your body.
Jordan with it. Now Payton defending. The drive by Jordan. And the shot is good. Jordan's got the lead up to 5 now for Washington.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Shaq with it, now guarded by Haywood. Grant kicks to Bryant. Back to Grant. Dishes to Bryant. 6 to shoot. No good from Payton. Washington leading now by 5. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, Randy Whitman had some words for his team over the break. He wants to see them being much more assertive on defense. Physically, he said we're getting manhandled, something he does not want them putting up with. So, Kevin, changes already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
And thank you for that, Doris.
For the Wizards, I thought injuries a big reason they didn't have the season they hoped for. They do have some things they can build off of, though. The one that sticks out to me was how they were able to improve their defense last year and became pretty good at limiting easy shots.
Here's Malone. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Malone's got 6.
Sloppy defense there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Well, when he does, that's an automatic bucket.
Washington calls timeout. And during the timeout, both coaches getting a chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game, along with the discussions. Also some rehydration going on with Gatorade. Everyone trying to bring their top game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the trainers going around to every player, making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. And so important to hydrate yourself and keep yourself strong and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Jordan kicks to Stackhouse. Malone with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. On the basket by Payton.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
Wow, now it's just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Fantastic basketball in the open floor.
Jordan with it. Picked up by Bryant. Fires from the wing. And Washington again with the bucket.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
Payton drives in. Here's O'Neal. Rebound by the Wizards.
And excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
And Stackhouse kicks to Jordan. Another one falls for Washington.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Here's Kobe. 1 second left. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Washington out in front as they end the third quarter on a 15-6 run. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Coach D'Antoni, defensively, it did not look like you guys were getting where you wanted to be. What's happening out there?
Well, they shut the ball awful well. They're a good team. You know, we have some ups and downs. We obviously got to play a little bit better.
Mike, thank you so much. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Now, presented by Sprint.
All right, I hope you're enjoying this Wednesday of NBA action. Now let's get to the halftime report. An impressive start for the Wizards. Through 2 quarters, their offense has been simply unstoppable. Bucket after bucket after bucket after bucket after bucket, you get it. Michael Jordan just having his way against the Lakers. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can shoot the ball like that.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
The second half just about to get going here. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
It didn't take long to see what kind of game he was going to have today. He came out very aggressively and had a terrific first half.
You know, you look at his shot chart, it's all graped up. I mean, he's right at the rim. He's driving the lane again and again.
Here's Stackhouse, covered by Payton. Round kicks to Stackhouse. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 17. Off the left rim and out.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can't. Not one you'd expect him to miss there.
Well, for the Lakers last season, it seemed there was so much turmoil throughout the year. Injuries, coaching-wise, changes in the offense. And they never were able to really gain any momentum. They made a decent run at the end of the season, but that didn't carry over into the postseason when they were swept by the Lakers in the first round. Tough break for the defense. He took the heat and drew the whistle.
Yep, but when you get there late, that's what happens.
Here's Payton off the inbound pass. Here's Malone, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. I think going back to D'Antoni and the Lakers, that Howard and Gasol were made more than a little disgruntled with how Clark he made use or didn't make use of them offensively.
You know, the Lakers brought in D'Antoni to try to emphasize Steve Nash and his role in the offense, but I think they neglected how that would affect the 7-footers. Didn't do a really good job of incorporating those guys, and when you got Kobe getting his shots, that's a tough dynamic to work through.
The drive by Jordan. Pitch to Stackhouse. Here's Haywood from down in the low post. It goes. Haywood's got his second basket of the night.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Timeout called the Lakers. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Hi, guys. Kevin Seraphin surprisingly adept in the low post. But Coach Randy Whitman said, quote, "We're trying to continue his growth at being more able to get to the free throw line, drawing contact with his post moves. being more aggressive on a face-up instead of just always settling for a quick move. Seraphin conceded, quote, "I have to lean more on my guy when I play because now I just play with my hook, my shot and everything. If you want to play inside, you have to be tough." Guys, he's got great touch, but still putting it all together.
Yeah, he's figuring out how to take the best advantage of his great size. I think he's well on his way. Thanks, Doris. Jordan against Kobe. Now the pass to Stackhouse. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Stackhouse has got 8 points.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Bryant with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Pulls up, high post, and too long on the shot.
Well, it's without question Kobe Bryant is always going to be known as one of the great scorers in the history of the game. But for the kids watching at home, it is really worth reminding you of this. He can do it all. He's fundamentally sound in all aspects of the game. He defends, he rebounds, he passes. To be one of the true greats, you can't just focus on one thing. You need to be able to do a little bit of everything and do it all well.
Kobe gets a screen from O'Neal. Nice work there coming off the screen. And that's now 7 points for Kobe Bryant.
When he came off that screen, the defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Washington calls timeout. And for Kobe Bryant last season, right at the top among shooting guards and rebounds and assists.
And despite his workload offensively, he's a very good defender, too, especially on the ball. He's been all defense 9 times on that first team. 12 all-defense selections overall in his career, tied with Kevin Garnett for the all-time lead in both categories.
There's a minute 34 left here in the third quarter. Stackhouse the pass to Bryant. Jordan with it. Picked up by Malone. Fires the three. And again, the three-point shot is good from Stackhouse. Stackhouse has got 11.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Kobe kicks to Payton. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
For Los Angeles, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Well, you look at last season's numbers, guys, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Stackhouse dishes to Brown. Clock at 6. Jordan against Bryant. And yes, sir, that one drops. And that's now 19 points for Michael Jordan.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Payton outside. He kicks to O'Neal. Rejected by Haywood.
Good rebound there, but overall, they're getting outworked on the glass.
Steve, I think that's what you'd expect, seeing what the score is.
And that one's good. And it's a 9-point Wizards lead.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Kobe with it. Out to Payton from downtown. Oh, he got it!
Boom! Buzzer! Knock it down! Right at the hole. Kevin, that's a timely three-pointer. You've got to keep it within reach going into the fourth. They can still come back.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Wizards out front, leading by 6. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. And, Steve, we've got a moment here to go to our State Farm assist of the game, coming on some very clever point guard play.
Well, he mans that position for a reason, Kevin, because he passes the ball so well, sets up his teammates beautifully, really gets this offense into a nice rhythm.
Delivering the pass important, but putting the pass in the right place for a shooter is, as you well know, huge.
Yeah, no question.
Lakers trail by 6. Kobe with it, now guarded by Oakley. Grant outside. Now here's Bryant. 6 on the shot clock. Right side, Kobe. A three-pointer, no good. Wizards leading by 6. Here's Stackhouse. Stolen by Grant. Kobe passes to O'Neal. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Payton against Jordan. O'Neal. The second chance points on the tip-in. Shaq's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Lakers.
Excellent work to turn that miss into 2 points on the tapping.
Hustle points, I believe they called it.
And great instincts, too. Just anticipating where the ball is heading. Great job there, beating everybody else to the ball.
Outside Oakley, 6 to shoot. Jordan kicks to Haywood. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist in this one.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Boy, I'd like to know how many of their attempts have come from inside 5 feet. It seems like everything is right at the rim.
Grant dishes to Bryant. And he banks in the layup.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, I think his team would be ahead.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to hear what Randy Whitman was saying to the team. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
All right, Doris. The drive by Jordan, and it's sent back by O'Neal. Payton passes to Grant. Grant with a screen on Jordan. Kobe with it, now guarded by Oakley. 1:51 left in the 4th quarter. And Stackhouse kicks to Oakley. Passes it to Stackhouse. Into Jordan. Takes it from 10. And Washington again with the bucket.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Timeout called the Lakers. They trail by 6. 1:36 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Quarter of play, we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Grant dishes to Kobe. Yes! And the foul. It's going to go on Charles Oakley.
This is what his team needs right now. Solid scoring opportunities. And he's manufacturing it whenever they need it most.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
For mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
And then how about the scoring they've gotten down on the post, really dominating that lane area.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're up by 3. 1:30 left in the 4th. .30 left in the 4th quarter of this one. The drive by Jordan. There's the feed to Stackhouse. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 5 assists tonight.
Tell you what, they haven't exactly been shy about letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
You know, Steve, if you have the lead, you can afford to be a little comfortable with the three-point shot. You just don't want to fall too much in love with it.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. Randy Whitman was just going over the plan with his team. He's concerned with what he called their lack of effort on the defensive glass, saying he wanted to see them exerting a lot more energy to prevent second chance opportunities. So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
Thanks, Doris. Shot clock at 6. Shot is off. Some solid defense from Grant. The drive by Bryant sinks it, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
Kobe has been sensational.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. So it's Washington now, and now we've got the intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. Good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Timeout called the Lakers. They trailed by 3. 19 seconds left in the game. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Connects! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, what a clutch shot. That could be the difference maker.
Big moment in this game.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial. Free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game. That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
And a chance here to send it into overtime.
Need a 3.
He's off from 3.
Well contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And you got to think those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
And it's well off target. And so it's the Wizards with the W. They came, they saw, they conquered. Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win. Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Holland saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Michael Jordan.